Hey everyone, this is Scott from QuickBOM, and today I'm going to show you our free tool to create bills of materials or BOMs right in Excel. We'll be using QuickBOM to create an indented BOM and flat BOM simultaneously for this example. The assembly that we're working with is a simplified model of a skateboard. This skateboard only has 4 parts: the board, 2 axles, 4 wheels, and 12 bolts. Real skateboards have way more parts than this, but this simple example really helps to understand the difference between an indented BOM and a flat BOM, and how QuickBOM can help you keep everything straight when you get to sub-assemblies of hundreds and thousands of parts. So let's get started. The first step is to download a free copy of QuickBOM. Go to quickbom.com and click Download Free in the top right corner and follow through with the prompts. There's a link in the comments below. QuickBOM is an Excel file with macros that run in the background. So first you'll have to tell Windows that this is a file that is trustworthy. To do that, find your downloaded QuickBOM file in File Explorer and right-click on the file. Select Properties, and in the dialog box that comes up, check the box marked Unblock and then click OK. Now, let's give this file a name. I'll call it Skateboard-QuickBOM, but you can call it whatever you like. We'll double-click and open it up. Sometimes when you open an Excel file with macros, you have to click this little banner up here to enable macros. If this doesn't show up for you, you're good to go. But if it does, just click Enable Content and you'll be ready to proceed. First things first, let's give this project a name. We'll type Skateboard, and I'll type my name to let others know that I'm the administrator of this BOM. This file is currently empty, so we'll go ahead and create our first BOM by clicking Create New BOM. This little dialog box will pop up, and there are 2 options. A CAD BOM is a BOM that is imported from a CAD system like SolidWorks. We'll tackle that in the next video. The other option is to create a manually created BOM, and that's what we want right now. We'll give it a name Skateboard, and we'll click Create BOM. QuickBOM creates a new tab where this indented BOM will live. It comes pre-populated with a bunch of example parts, but we're going to get rid of most of them. We'll leave row 4 alone, but we'll get rid of 5 through 12 by highlighting them and clicking Delete Rows. Next, we'll give the top level a part number. We'll call it Skateboard. Type it in and hit Enter. This dialog box will come up and we'll pick Replace the old part with the new part. Next, we'll start adding the components of the skateboard. They are the board, the axle, the wheel, and of course, the bolts. We'll type each one and hit Enter. QuickBOM takes a second to think about each one because every time you add a part, it's also putting it in the Library tab too. At the end of this video, we'll talk a bit more about what the Library tab is doing, but for now, let's go back to the man_skateboard tab. Let's add a description and a cost for each part. I'm just picking some random information to type, so don't feel like you have to match this exactly. Notice that the total cost over here on the right is constantly recalculating. Take a flip over to the Library tab and you'll notice everything that you typed in the other tab is now here. So far, this is just a flat BOM, so let's add some indented structure. We're going to take the axle, the wheel, and the bolt and put them into a subassembly called Axle Assembly. First, select row 6 and then click Insert Row. We'll call this new part Axle Assembly. Go ahead and type it in and hit Enter. We'll click Replace again on the dialog box. Now we're going to indent the 3 parts so that they become part of the axle assembly. Highlight rows 7 through 9 and click this little right arrow. This turned axle assembly into a sub-assembly that contains 1 axle, 1 wheel, and 1 bolt. You can tell that it's a sub-assembly because it's in bold, but also because of the indenting here in column B. You can click this little expand and contract button over here on the left if you want to hide the contents of a sub-assembly, but for now, let's leave it expanded. Let's take a second to get the quantities right. Each axle assembly is going to contain 1 axle, 2 wheels, and 2 bolts. So let's change their quantities in column C. 1 level up, the skateboard is going to have 2 axle assemblies. So let's change that as well. Notice that the total cost is recalculating as we go. A quick glance back at the model shows that there are a few more bolts that are unaccounted for. There are 8 bolts that are used to attach the axles to the board. For the sake of this example, these are going to be the exact same bolts that hold the wheels on. We'll highlight row 6 and click Insert Row. Now type bolt in as the part number, hit Enter, and select Replace in the dialog box. Now here's the magic of QuickBOM. QuickBOM knows that this is the same bolt that we used as part of the axle assembly, so it pulls in all the other information too. Furthermore, if we change the description or cost of one of them, the other one changes too. Let's go ahead and set a quantity of 8, and then we'll take a second to understand what we just did. First thing to notice is the level-by-level cost calculation. Each axle assembly costs $6.20, but since there's 2 of them, we have a subtotal cost of $12.40 for the axle assemblies. At the top level, the total cost of the skateboard is estimated to be $18.40. If we learn later that the wheels are going to cost a little bit more, we just change it here, and the BOM recalculates itself level by level. Additionally, let's take a second to talk about quantity versus flat quantity. Quantity is the number of parts that a particular subassembly contains. Flat quantity is the total number of that same part throughout the entire assembly. For example, there are 2 wheels in each axle assembly, but there are 4 wheels total in the skateboard, so the flat quantity is 4. Similarly, there are 2 bolts in each axle assembly, but there are an additional 8 at the top level assembly, making a total flat quantity of 12 bolts. Now, we've spent our whole time working in this man_skateboard tab, which is the indented tab. If we flip over to the library tab, we'll notice the same parts, but in a completely flat configuration. This tab is helpful to give to your purchasing partners. In general, purchasing likes to work in a flat BOM, but engineers tend to prefer to work in indented BOMs. The superpower of QuickBOM is that we have bidirectional sync going on. Any information like the cost or manufacturing part number that purchasing enters into the library tab will automatically show up in the indented BOM tab. Any information that engineering enters into the indented BOM tab will also show up in the library tab. This allows multiple engineers, supply chain, and purchasing people to be in the sheet at the same time and always have the most up-to-date BOM in front of them. That's just a quick demonstration of how QuickBOM can rapidly create an indented BOM, keep track of parts that are used at different levels in the same assembly, calculate costs, and maintain an always up-to-date flat BOM. In the next video, we'll show you how you can do the same thing with a BOM exported from SOLIDWORKS or your favorite CAD system.